Go. What is going on,
Yeah.
everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Show About Nothing podcast. I'm your host, Junes'88, and homie Izzyphantasmo. We back in the cut. Crazy, not even crazy week. It was one hell of a week for the both of us. He rocking that good old 88th Avenue merch. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Shirts
we're
is still.
talking about the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, the half man, half amazing Mr. Beat the team up north representative.
We didn't do that this last season, but we're
Two
gonna
seasons in a row we haven't done that, but that's a topic for another day. But we are talking about you, my friend.
what we talking about, bro?
We are talking about Mr. Good Vibes in
Man,
the Sweet Tooth Hotel.
I tell
It was
you,
a crazy week for me. I thought it was like maybe this upcoming week, but I get a message saying, "No, dude, the show's today." I'm like, "Oh, oops, sorry."
I totally forgot. Yeah, I called him today. I called him that Thursday. Like, yeah, it's game day. Like, wait, I thought it was no.
But
Hey,
yeah, he said it's today, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, go ahead and kill it." And June, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it off to you, bro. This was your moment. This was your show. This was
man,
your hour. Like, let's talk about it, bro.
man,
What? How did it go, man? Like, what was the highlight? What happened?
was I can't even put into words.
He's so befuddled he can't even get his first few words out.
First of all, I got down there early because Ma wanted to get some food before the show. I went to the restaurant I went to called the Casting Kitchen. So if you're ever in Dallas, in downtown area, go to the Casting Kitchen. Good food. And I went in there, got me a shrimp po' boy. I said, "Yo, the shrimp po' boy on the only on the lunch menu." Dude's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Fuck." He's like, "I can see if the chef can make it. I mean, I can see if they can do it." Like, all right, cool. Dude, like, "Yeah, the chef said she can do it. Thank you." That's how I knew it was gonna be a good night. I said, "Tell the chef I said thank you." So we get the food, eat, go to
So
Sam.
you knew the shrimp. So once you got the shrimp po' boy, you were like, yes, it's on.
Oh yeah, it was on. Then once the chef said she could do it, then yeah, because they said it was going. I knew now it was gonna be good, and I knew now it was gonna be good. But the only downer was it rained. My mom like, it's gonna rain. Like this show was still gonna go on. I can't cancel this show now because of no dang storm. Like it is what it is.
How bad was the rain?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't bad enough for nobody to show up. Let me put it that way. It
It
was.
looked like it was a full house from the videos you showed me.
It was pretty. It was solid. It was solid. It was a solid turnout. It wasn't a major turnout like I thought it was gonna be, but it was a good enough turnout to for what it was. It was a better turnout than the last show we did. So sound check comes in, everything starts rolling, people start filing in. We start around 7:30. I got there first. Then Janae pulled up. She's there. Shout out to the Hudson House if you need an event coordinator in Dallas, hit up Hudson House. They're tagged on everything on my page, so check them out. Janae, she made my life so much easier for this show. The past two shows made it super easy. Like she keeps order. She hit me up the day, 2 days for the show. Here's the time slots for everybody. Like, oh, she broke it. Like this person goes from this time to this time, and this broke it down. So I come in and it's me, then Janae, and she got cupcakes for Jeff, and I got him a bottle of I got a bottle of sake. I got him a bottle of gold, black and gold sake, gold and black sake. Like
Wait,
he,
what?
yeah.
Gold and black sake.
That's the name of the brand. I see you a picture of it.
Yes, please. Because when it comes to the alcoholic drinky drinks, I do want to dabble in some of the Asian cuisines, Asian finest. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to get acquainted, just in case I meet the Asian queen of my life. Get that going. Be
Man,
like, hey, look at this. I got the special one on deck. Check this out. Got that golden black for you.
this dude here. But yeah, so I got him that. And she got some cupcakes. Oh, I can get us some cupcakes too, yada yada yada. I'm like, I bet. And so got him that, and she had it was the bottom this inch, so we all signed the bottom, and soon as somebody else was going to sign, Jeff walks in, so I put the bottle in my bag, and so Janae, she kept taking my bag the whole night. She kept taking my backpack the whole night to get
Oh, really?
she's sneaking people off to sign the bottle. So he's oblivious to everything that's going on.
Oh no,
So
wait. So you had the bottle in your bag,
yeah, my
and
backpack the whole night.
Janae is basically she basically took your bag with the bottle in hand, and she's basically having everybody sign it as like a gift.
Yes, I sign it when I get there.
Okay.
I sign it. Then I sign the
Now, was
birthday.
it your idea to get the bottle, or was it?
I bought the bottle earlier. I bought the bottle 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So you've had it. You've had this
Yeah,
bottle.
I already had it. Like I already had it. So I said I got to get him something because I
Okay.
know he likes. I know my boy likes sake. He's like I know my brothers, so I know he a big sake drinker. So I got him that, and my mom signed the card. I signed the card. I signed the bottle. She didn't sign the bottle. Everybody else was signing who performed. So she said, so they put the cupcakes in the break room. So I was gonna put it behind the bar just in case, because yeah, so she had the sparklers and everything on the thing,
Right.
and so the show kicks off, and Nicole, she crushes. She makes her Good Vibe debut, crushes it. Then, cause she's new, she set the tone. She did a lovely, amazing job, and she set the tone. And she had the crowd in her hand. She had the crowd, like she had the crowd. She owned it. She owned the crowd. Then my sister Adriana, that behind the scenes thing. She almost didn't make the show. She almost like, yo, my ride bailed on me and lift cost $30 there and back. I ain't got the yada yada. I'm like, oh shit. So I called Nicole, like, yo, you think you can tack on a couple more songs just in case? She said, got you, don't worry about it. I got you, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah.
But then like Lamar Jackson in the fourth quarter, Adriana bust through the door like, I'm here, guys. I'm here. We're good. Like,
Hey man, wait. Why you got to do that to me? Because that's not a fun memory.
I
Okay,
mean, she's not even with the team no more.
bro. But that was some. Okay, backstory real quick. I was a Browns fan, and I remember watching that Ravens Browns game, that electric Monday Night Classic in Cleveland. Lamar runs off, and this is when he had. This was like after he had COVID, and we just see him running off, and we're like, "Uh-oh, like what's going on with Lamar?" And the Browns, we're like, "Yo, we got a chance, yo, we got the lead," and then you just see out of nowhere, with like 3 minutes left or so, Lamar just comes running back on the field, and he leads the game-winning drive, and I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Come on, man, really? This guy?" This is like watching that as a Browns fan was like watching Patrick Mahomes, with a busted ankle versus the Bengals and the Eagles. It was like when they got hurt and you thinking the game is over, like you have it out of nowhere. It's like they just like reach into their bag and they just pull out like the Superman suit, and all of a sudden they just like become invincible.
Yep. And so
I
she
was like,
came in the clutch, came back, boom, she bodied the set. And here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it gets like she's singing her last song. Um no, I'm gonna go back. Nicole, she sings a song called I Wish You Well. She breaks down the backstory of the song. It's about an ex. She's engaged now and everything. She got
oh,
engaged in December
right.
of the year. Anyway, so she's like, oh, this is about an ex, but it's not a bashing song, y'all. She was breaking it down. And I don't know what she said. I forgot who she said like, yo, I couldn't wish my ex. Somebody told her I couldn't wish my ex well, and yada yada yada. And the song, it's a beautiful song. So she did that. But then moving forward, then host Adriana, her song, she said, yo, I got this song. I drop a bunch of F-bombs in this joint. I'm like, who cares? Like, yeah, we all grown here. It don't matter. Do your thing. I mean, you ain't gotta. It's cool. Ain't
We
nobody
went from sweet and subtle to like
straight
gangster.
ignorant. But I don't feel like it's a song. Like kind of it gives a lot of spoken word vibes. You know, everybody say it's giving spoken word vibes. And if people knew what she was like, people was saying it, they was reciting the song with her. Like, yeah, like, man, I'm like everybody like going along with like, y'all know this joint. Like she must perform like I've heard it before, but like I don't know it like that. So
Yeah.
then I get on stage. They bring me out on stage. I open up Art of Chill. Everybody singing it. Still not down on me till I see the video. People, it's the Art of Chill, baby. Okay, I'm like, whatever. Then we do Deep Ellum with my boy Guy. Then we do Great A's 2 off of 88th Avenue. Then it gets to the video you saw when I did Balance. When the beat dropped, everybody started singing the song.
What?
Everybody in that mug. Go back to the beat. Everybody's singing it. 88, 88, 88, 88, 88, gong. I'm like, and my mom like, these mother know this joint? Like, y'all really do follow your boy. All right, y'all really do. Like, it wasn't like
That's
I
what's
got the
up.
second, I got the verse, the hook first. After that, then the second, after everybody. No, they as soon as the beat, they was already ready to go. I'm like, I need everybody to get the fuck up, get to the beginning of the front of the stage, and we about to turn this mother shreds. And that's what happened. Then I went into the outro, the beat drop, everybody, oh, this is nice. Like, yes, it was an event. And then I said, yo, guy, I'm bringing energy, so you gotta bring 10. I know what energy he gonna bring. So I said, I got to bring just as much energy as he's about to bring. So you gonna have to follow me. I'm bringing because ain't nobody used to me doing that kind of stuff. I
Uh-oh.
normally
So
bring chill.
basically you took the alley.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm literally like,
You
yo,
going the alley.
I'm,
He
I'm
was
like
like,
Dwayne
oh,
Wade. I'm like this. I'm like, I just threw the oop, and he LeBron that bit like, bah. That's where he was on that. It's just like one of them, like that's where it was. And after that, it was just all energy. Like I'm bringing energy. I told Altitude when he heard the battle, the beat drop, like, oh, you doing? He was in, I saw him at the corner, like, you doing this one? Oh snap! And and yeah, and guy, he the man he got to was like second. He took his shoes off. Like he like, let me take these damn shoes off. He do the whole show in his socks. He's like on stage. He's nuts. He's nuts. Like he get it's a level to this guy. Like it's just unmatched. It's like I can't explain. Like if you paying to see his show, you're getting your money's worth.
hey.
That's all I'm saying. Like that's why I'm like, yo, the next show, it got to be all three of us. Like it got to just be us three because it's gonna be like a barn burner. Like yo, if all of us get 45, it's gonna be like a monster show. Like that's, and then the night. This is where it gets fun. So the time come, we was gonna do an intermission. I said, nah, Janae, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get this dude Jeff his gift. We're gonna give him this birthday moment before he goes on.
Right.
So guy gets off the stage like, y'all, give it up for Altitude, the birthday boy, everybody clapping up. I said, bro, I said, this is the birthday boy, everybody wish him happy birthday. And I said, with that being said, and I said, yo, they come out the back. He like, ah, man. He didn't see the cake. He didn't see the sparklers. And they gave me the sock. I said, yo, happy birthday, bro. Like, he looked like, if you go back on the video, you're going to look and see if he going to look at the like, oh, this from, like, he looking in. I said, then I pointed to oh, he dropped his head like that. He was like he was fighting. Like he was trying to feel like he was trying not to break. He was doing everything not to break. Oh, man, you really going to get me like this? Before I go on, you going to do me like this? You going to send me through these emotions before I go on? Like, yep. Got your ass. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. He was
Oh
like,
man.
he
Like
was, he didn't see any of it coming. It was a complete surprise. I thought y'all was gonna sing happy birthday, and that was gonna be a nah, man, we got your ass, man. Like, man, It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a real good time. He let loose. He was dancing. He never dances. He was getting sturdy and everything. He never gets sturdy. He doesn't do this. He's like straight, like, yo, I'm chilling. I ain't doing. He like he'll bop, but he'll boogie. But he was boogieing. He was getting down. Like, yeah, you gonna
Hey,
do this. So
hey, shout outs to
oh,
the homie Altitude going off crazy on his birthday, bro. That's tough.
and I was telling them, and the turnout wasn't bad, but everybody, the girl Megan Funk, shout out to Megan, she was like, "Yo, y'all guys are too good for this place now to be packed out." I said, "Yeah, I know. People showed up though. It's like I say about 20 almost some odd people showed up. It wasn't a bad. We sold 50 tickets, but whatever. But it was we didn't get it. That was the limited ticket, but we didn't sell out. But it's still cool. I'm like, yo, I hope this didn't affect me not coming with my future. So like, nah, you good? Like, just let me know the date. So I gave her. I said I want to do something for the fall, and everything. So she said, "Yeah, just give me the date." And I hit her up about it. She said, "That day won't work. Somebody already got." I said August 11th. That date, like, damn, somebody already got that date. I need to meet that person. I gotta shake their head because you took a page out of my book. Like, I book ahead of time. Like, this person already something. Like, I bet. So that lets me know I need to get on a good foot and get December on lock. But yeah, man, the show it was amazing, bro. Like, it was one of them, like, bro. Like, I can't even, thank God, I can't even, like, I've been talking to God, like, bro, I have no words, man. I have nothing to say. I can't say anything. Like, I can't find words to describe my emotions, my feelings about I don't know what to say. I can't find a word. Only I can say I had a good time. That's all I can say, that it was a good time. That's all I got. I can't say it. I don't know what to say. I literally have nothing. Like, I don't have, like, all I was been doing is telling people thank you, and I had a good time. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else.
When it gets down to a point where like I just whenever you get to that point where you just say thank you and like you got nothing else to say, just thank you and you had a good time, you know the Lord blessed you in a good way. That's when you know like,
Yeah,
oh wow, like there's no other way but like there's no other way to describe it, but that was just God right there. Like he blessed me beyond what I could think of. And
man.
bro, I'm happy to hear that the show went well for you. I'm happy to hear that y'all killed it. The Altitude had a great birthday. That y'all were able to pull off that birthday surprise and whatnot, dude. Like, hopefully there's video coming out so we can actually see some of the performances and whatnot. I know you put like one little snippet out of your performance on Instagram, but hopefully there's like something coming out so where like we could see a little bit more of like what you had going on that night. And bro, like that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, man. So enough of me, man. You had some good news as well, man. You got the new residency, the new JOBs, and man, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, it's official. Like, I'll be going in on the 15th. I'm starting my new job and whatnot with the Geek Squad. Just taking care of a couple of things. I'll have to wait till Wednesday when I get over there to take care of the rest of it. But other than that, though, like, it's just been one of these weird weeks where, like, I'm counting down the days, but, like, at the same time, it's where I don't have any expectations. I'm just walking into something. I don't want to say I'm walking into it blind. I'm just walking into it with like with an open mindset and just like I don't know what to expect. And this is like the first time that I can say that I'm walking into something with no expectations, with no reservations, with no idea of what to expect. I don't know what to think of. And it's funny. It's funny. I was texting my folks about this one, and I texted them. I sent you the text. I sent you the same message, but I was like, I'm honestly walking into this new job with like no expectations. I don't know what to expect or even to think about going into this new adventure. And they were telling me like, well, you started out with other jobs, you didn't know what you were doing, but they learned. But I was like, yeah, but the thing is though, like with all those other jobs I walked into, they were all within the same job frame. It was like warehouse work. So it was the similar situation, just different companies, different setups, but it was pretty much the same exact thing. And, you know, talking to my folks about it, my mom, she's like, well, you did say that you wanted something different to happen. And, God put this on your platter in front of you. And I'm like, yeah, you are right. I did say I wanted something different. And, this is going to be something that is different, but I think it's going to be a very good different. It's going to be something that I could, fall into. I've been telling people about this job, and they're like, man, I could see you doing this job. I could see you, like, I see you fitting perfectly with Geek Squad. Like, I think this is going to be a perfect fit. And I'm like,
That's like me saying if I called him and told him I got a job at the hipster coffee shop, he was like, I'm not freaking surprised. Like, I'm not. He's like, now you should have. It's about time, mother.
Yeah, like everybody's saying, dude, well, I see you doing that job. Like, I see you doing well there. Like, it fits you. And I'm like, everybody's been saying that, but I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm excited, nervous, excited. So, there is something we do gotta discuss though.
Oh shoot, what we gotta discuss, man?
We gotta discuss something, bro. I know that we tend Justin Fields, Chicago Bears. We told you.
We said right on this podcast. Was this episode 8 or 9?
Yes. Eight.
We said so. Episode 5 or 4?
4 or 5, like 3, 4, 5. One of those. We said that Justin Fields was staying in Chicago, and what happened? Breaking news:
he's staying.
Chicago trades. Hold up, let me see if I can find. Because I know this was big news yesterday. Where is it? It was. I know I have it here. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog. Anywho, long story short, Chicago trades the number 1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers. And in return, oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Uh-oh. I think we're experiencing some technical difficulties.
I'm good. I'm still here. Go ahead.
Might be on my side, but okay. So let's see. Here it is. So Chicago trades the number 1 overall pick to Carolina, and in return, they get Carolina's first-round pick, which is the number 9 pick. They get their second-round pick, which is number 61, a first-round pick in 2024, a second-round pick in 2025, and they get wide receiver DJ Moore with those picks.
Let me tell you something. Let's talk to him real quick. Let me get focused. For the people who really thought, for the people that really thought that the Bears were going to bail out on Justin Fields for Bryce Young, you're an idiot. The man, this is year 2, and you gonna give up on Justin Fields? You what moron would give up on a second year who didn't have anything? Like somebody said, he had an XFL O-line. That's disrespectful. XFL O-lines aren't that bad. Now the defense is a phenomenal. The XFL defense is freaking phenomenal. But that's a horse of another color. But get him some help. And I said it on Twitter. You could quote me on this. You could go to my Twitter feed right now. I said, Justin Fields, if they got Claypool, DJ Moore, Justin Fields, all you need is if you get him a solid running back and you add JSN, that too, and if they can bag, I really think they can get him now. I really think they can. If they can get JSN, this is going to set up like it's going to be like the Eagles when they got AJ Brown. Look, as the Eagles, I didn't expect nothing. I didn't really have no expectation. Like, oh, AJ Brown, cool, you know. I heard his name a few times in Tennessee. I didn't know he was gonna get busy, you know.
Bruh, like, dude, you didn't think you weren't okay. So you weren't that sold on AJ Brown?
I'm not saying I wasn't so I didn't go with no expectation because you add somebody, you don't know what nobody's gonna actually do for your team.
Bro, okay.
No, hold on, let me explain. I
Explain
didn't
yourself because I've seen AJ and Brown play, and when I saw that trade go through, I was like, "Oh, Philadelphia's they
I
went for
think it's
the
gonna be a
jugular."
big deal, but you don't foresee a Super Bowl. You don't see that. I'm like, all right, he's gonna do something, but I didn't expect him to do that. Oh snap! When he dog walked the Steelers and Tennessee, I'm like, yo, this man is a freaking like
I've been known about, dude. I've been known about AJ. When as soon as I saw him go to the Eagles off that trade, I was like, Tennessee's bugging right now. Like Tennessee is. What are they doing? They got rid of their best receiver. They gave Jalen Hurts a weapon, and he fully utilized it. And I believe this could be the same thing that happened with Justin Fields in Chicago. I really believe it.
I really think, especially if they get JSN, even if they don't, I really think it's gonna be an issue. I really think the Bears are gonna be an issue.
It's gonna be between the Bears and the Lions. That's my hot take. I think the Lions are.
Hold on, yeah. He been going in for the Lions for a minute now. He really been going for the Lions.
I love what they have going on. Like they're a young team. Dan Campbell, the head coach, really got them going in the right direction. Bro, they could have made the playoffs. Like had Baker Mayfield and the Rams beaten the Seahawks, the Lions could have went to the playoffs, and I think they would have they would have put up one hell of a fight. Like I really believe it. Like that's how good the Lions have gotten. Like that's how quick the turnaround has been. They're a few pieces away. There's like maybe one or two players or like spots they could fill. But other than that, though, the Lions could be a sneaky team, a dark horse in the NFC.
I ain't gonna lie, like they almost got one in on the Eagles in week 1. Like, they almost got in one. That was like and I was kind of like, because let's be real, the Lions have been are one of the punching bags of the NFL. Like
it's always been the Browns, it's always been the Bengals, it's always been the Jaguars, it's always been the Lions and the Bears.
Yep.
Those are the 5 teams that have always been the punching bag when it comes to the NFL. And Texans too, somewhat.
Oh yeah, I think the Texans, they the big punching bag. Like they won the punching bag. I think they got the number 1 spot for punching bags now.
But here's the thing though, like when you think of like the lovable losers of the NFL, it's always been the Bengals, the Browns, the Lions, the Bears, and the Jaguars. Well, now guess what? Jaguars made the playoffs, nearly beat the Chiefs. Bengals have been to 2 AFC Championship games at Super Bowl. The Bears, they're coming up. The Lions nearly made the playoffs. They just missed it by a game. The Browns, they won a playoff game in 2020. Like they're starting to like get up to relevant. They're trying to build up, but like these teams, these lovable loser type teams, like they're starting to build up and build their confidence and really become like a powerhouse of their own. And you see what Chicago did, trading the number 1 pick. They get DJ Moore. They get a comparable wide receiver. Now you have DJ Moore. You have Chase Claypool, Cole Kmet as a tight end. You possibly could get JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's I believe the best wide receiver, hands down, bar none, in that wide receiver draft class. And then you could possibly get an offensive lineman with either in free agency or you can get an offensive lineman in the draft. Like you can build this team up and really become a threat in the NFC North. It's going to come down to either the Lions or the Bears. I don't know about the Vikings and the Packers. I have to see what they got going on with Jordan Love and company. But other than that, though, I'm saying it's going to be between the Lions and the Bears. That's what
I can go with that. I can give you that. I can give you that. I'm like, it's one of the things I'm like, bro, this is like, I'm just sitting back like, for the people that thought JSN, the Cowboys got the what, 30th pick in the draft? Or the 25th pick in the draft?
Cowboys got the 26 or something like that, yeah.
If you sitting here,
they're like 2 spots Bengals.
If you sit here and telling me the best wide receiver in the draft is going to fall that far, you're crazy. Jerry Jones, I mean, as far as free agents he go, like he said
Jerry Jones could break the bank and go after Odell Beckham in free agency because I think they had a representative at his private workout along with a few other teams. But JSN going to the Cowboys, like falling that far off, I don't see it happening.
And Jerry Jones, he can't afford to give Dak a supporting cast like he wants him to. So, like,
unless he restructures that deal along with a few others, he's gonna have to if he wants to build something and get him some weapons. They're gonna have to restructure.
Man, they letting Zeke go. I think I'm like,
I mean, they franchise tagged Pollard, so of course I think Zeke is gone.
So I'm sitting back thinking to myself, like, yeah, JSN to the Bears, man. We could be wrong, but I think I'm right. And then CJ Stroud going probably be going
to Carolina.
Like,
it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Like this is gonna be a very, very fun draft to watch because now it's like everything got pretty much thrown out the window here. It's like, oh well, who's gonna go where this time? Let's see.
Man, like this draft class is crazy. Like this draft, I don't really be watching the draft like this, but I'm gonna be tuned in.
Oh yeah, but hey, speaking of quarterbacks and passing off, we need to discuss these quarterbacks and these deals that have been popping off as of late.
Tell them the first one we mad about. Tell them what we mad about, bro. Cause I hit this one up pissed off.
Oh boy.
Let them know why we mad, bro. Let them know why we mad.
Oh boy. Daniel Jones wanted 48 mil.
Yep.
He didn't get 48 mil. Daniel Jones ends up getting 4 years, 160 million, 40 mil per year. And when I saw that deal, I was like, holy overpay, Batman. You just got the athletic Kirk Cousins.
Athletic Kirk Cousins. I don't like how Kirk Cousins' name is turned into a way of describing people. Athletic Kirk Cousins. That ain't cool. Go ahead.
Right?
Kirk Cousins. Go ahead. You ain't lying.
Dak Prescott is the black Kirk Cousins.
That's never not going to be funny. That's never not going to be funny. I'm sorry.
And it wasn't me who said it either. This is a direct quote.
Ari Cooper. Call this man the black Kirk Cousins. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, but either way it go. But continue with the story, Daniel Jones. For 4 years, for that much money, Daniel Jones better go to the NFC Championship at least. He better make the playoff. They better make the end. They better win the NFC East this year. They better make it unless they pull a rabbit out their ass and go undefeated.
My thing is this is my issue. Okay, look, I'm gonna give Daniel Jones his due. All right. If I understand correctly, he had like 22 touchdowns to like 8 interceptions, or 22 touchdowns to like 5 interceptions this season. Like he had a pretty solid year. Like he had over 20 touchdowns for the first time this season in his 4-year career. And that's without that's without a actual wide receiver 1 type receiver, like an actual top guy as your receiver. Like he had 2s, 3s, and 4s that he was throwing to, and he was making some stuff happen. And I'll give him credit. I will. This is my issue, though. This is my issue. The tape shows there is a body of work that shows that Daniel Jones, he's not worth all that money. Like, now I get the sentiment, like, yo, they want to see him. They have the anticipation that he's gonna actually, elevate his game and he's gonna build off of this year and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's good to have that idea. But for 40 mil per year, this man is worth, and this is something I've always said. For 48 mil, I could go into free agency. If I was the GM, if I was the owner of the Giants, I would have said, look, either one or two things is going to happen. Either you're going to take this $37.5 million deal for at least 2 years, 2 to 3 years, or I'll go to free agency, find a veteran for 2 years, 20 mil a pop per year plus incentives, and I'll make you compete for your job just to prove this yourself, to prove to me that you are the guy.
And I agree. And I feel like with Daniel Jones, I feel like he has moments. He has moments where he's a dog. Like he has moments where he just light it up. But then he has moments where he shows you like, yo, man, you don't need this money. You know what I mean? Like, and that's no shade because we in the same division. I respect the Giants, you know what I mean? Because I mean, the Giants are the Giants, you know. I mean, I always had a kind of.
This man just said the Giants are the Giants. Are we really going to pull a Juju Smith-Schuster, the Browns are the Browns type moment here?
No, Juju. We're not even talking about him. I didn't buy head with Juju and his antics, but I put it like this: like I ain't got no ill will towards the Giants like I got towards the Cowboys. But that's a dose of another cup. But I mean, it's like, do you need that kind of money? Are you worth that kind of? I can see if he was pulling a Jalen Hurts type year, like, yeah, we can give you that kind of money. We can give you that, but you don't. This is only year 3 for Jalen Hurts, and you got him like it was like one. It was like he got one. He got AJ Brown to turn the whole team around. That whole team went to another level with that one person. Like one person changed everything. And with Jalen Hurts being so calm, cool, and collected, like, all right, cool, whatever, I got it. Don't worry about it. Oh, that fumble, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go down this field and get this touchdown.
Oh,
and like, but with
all right, hold on. So this is Daniel. Wait, real quick. This is okay. Daniel Jones's stat line for 2022.
Right, talk to me.
This is without adding the playoffs into it.
Okay.
3,200 yards. That's 15th in the division. That's 15th. That's ranked 15th. 15 touchdowns. He's tied for 21st in that category.
He's tied for what's that again?
He threw for 3,200 yards. 3,205 yards to be exact. That's he's ranked. That's 15th amongst quarterbacks.
Okay.
He's tied for 21st amongst quarterbacks for just throwing 15 touchdowns. He threw 5 interceptions this entire season, which is really good.
Just 5? Damn.
Yeah, just 5 interceptions. But then again, though, he had a strong running game to lean on.
Right.
And then his QBR was 60.8, which is ranked 6th among quarterbacks. So he was top 10 in 2 categories, top 20 in 1 category, and he was tied for 21st in touchdowns. Now, in postseason, he threw 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, which brings his total to 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for this entire season.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at his entire body of work, like we're going to look at his first 4 years in the league. He's only had 1 season that he's thrown for over 20 touchdowns. And that's his rookie year in 2019. He threw for over 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and he had a QBR of 55.7. In 2020, the COVID year, he threw for only 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. In 2021, he threw for 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. And this year, he throws for 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Career-wise in total, he's thrown for over 11,000 yards. He has 60 touchdowns. He has 34 interceptions to his name. And he has a a quarterback rating overall of 86.5.
Okay.
Now, listen to the touchdowns I said again. 24 in his rookie year, 11, 10, and 15. "24 touchdowns his rookie year, and then he tapers off 11 touchdowns his sophomore year, 10 touchdowns his third year, and in this year, he had 15. But the interceptions went down. 12 interceptions his rookie year, 10 interceptions the next, 7 interceptions his third year, and 5 interceptions this year.
I mean,
I'm not saying, and again, I'm not saying that Daniel Jones don't deserve to get paid or whatever, but I do believe that he got overpaid. Like, that was a heist, if you ask me. Now, he's not the only quarterback that got paid. Derek Carr got paid a 4-year deal to the Saints, and then Geno got extended for a 3-year deal with the Seahawks. The only deal I will not have an issue with as of right now is Derek Carr, because I want to see what he does in New Orleans. I think that he's going to do way better than what he was doing in the Raiders.
You know what's so funny about that situation? Before
What?
Jones, the fact that Davante Adams.
Oh boy.
The fact that Davante Adams kicked up all that dirt, arms flailing. I want to go play in Vegas with my old college teammate. Now your old college teammate is in New Orleans. And you don't know who's going to be throwing to you this season.
But here's the crazy part, though. Like, that wasn't his fault.
But still, though.
I get what you're saying, but like, okay, I get what you're saying. And yeah, it's weird that is the case. But like, let's be honest, bro. Like, the way that Derek Carr was getting treated by the Raiders, like, that's not Davante's fault. Like, that's just the Raiders not being the Raiders. And I love how petty all this played out. I love how petty this played out, because the Raiders were going to try and trade off Derek Carr, and Derek Carr had a no trade clause in his contract, and he basically told them, "I'm not going to accept any trades to anybody," and they had to release him, eat the $40 million dead, the $40 million dead money that they were going to guarantee him, and New Orleans signs him to a 4-year deal, and they don't get no type of compensation whatsoever. Yes. So I mean, like, that's what happens when you play with somebody's money like that. But speaking of playing with money, bro, Lamar Jackson, 26 years old, former MVP, gets a non-exclusive tag to his name, and now every team out there is saying we don't want to touch him. Can someone explain to me what is going on with this? I'll tell you what it is, and everybody sees it. Collusion. And I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Who was the last quarterback that got a fully guaranteed contract that broke the bank?
When did that?
Think.
Who was it? Oh, no. Wasn't it Wentz?
No, wasn't Wentz. It happened last year.
Oh, Mahomes, right? Who?
Who was who? My favorite quarterback got taken off this team because of the trade.
Oh, buddy. Watson.
Deshaun Watson gets $230 million fully guaranteed to be traded to, this is how crazy it was. Cleveland wasn't even involved in the deal no more. They were out.
Right.
They tried going back to Baker. He said, I want out. They go back to Deshaun saying, we'll give you $230 fully guaranteed. And Deshaun ends up going to Cleveland. And now what's going on is, because of that deal right there, a lot of teams are looking at Lamar and they're like, he's going to want that guaranteed money, but there's an offer sheet situation going on with Lamar. basically saying this non-exclusive tag means that any team can like bring an offer up and go after Lamar.
Yeah.
But the Ravens have the ability to match that said offer.
Yeah.
And if I read correctly, there are several NFL teams that are looking at this situation and there's like conversations saying that no one's going to try and offer up because like it's pretty much doing the Ravens work for them. Because if you offer up a deal and the Ravens can match it, then you pretty much gave them the blueprint to get for the contract situation. And here's the kicker for Lamar. He doesn't have an agent.
That's right. I don't know why he doesn't have an agent like that. Why do you not have an agent?
But the thing is, Roquan Smith, they're the Ravens star linebacker. He didn't have an agent, but he landed a 4-year deal and extended. He landed a 4-year extension.
So what do you think Lamar going to do this upcoming season? You think going to sit or?
If I'm Lamar, I'm doing two things. One, I'm getting an agent. I'm kicking up dust. And I'm going to get something going. And two, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm sitting out. Because we've seen what the Ravens look like with Lamar on the field. And we see what they've looked like without him on the field. As a matter of fact, the playoff game versus the Bengals, that was the most nervous I've ever been for that game. Because I saw them play week 18 when they won when the Bengals won the AFC North, right? When they officially won the AFC North. And then I saw them play in the playoffs with Tyler Huntley as quarterback. Dude, it looked like they didn't miss a beat with Tyler Huntley as quarterback. But the thing is, though, there's one dynamic you cannot take away. There's one dynamic that you can't replicate with Tyler Huntley versus Lamar. Lamar has that elusiveness. He has that ability to pretty much deviate a defense in a way that Huntley can somewhat do, but not all the way.
Right.
Lamar Jackson is able to get out of the pocket. He's able to get up to the line, and you know how quick he is. So you're going to be bringing everybody in, and that's how he's going to be able to pretty much get his open receivers or create the mismatches or whatever. Or if you create just a tiny bit of space on a rush or whatever, you give him just an open lane, he's going to take off. And he's not going to take off for like 5-6 yards. No, he's taking off for about 20.
Yeah.
That's how deadly. Like that's how the Ravens have been able to really.
That's kind of like
Go ahead.
To say that with Jalen, he gonna get you with them legs. They both gonna get you. And it's crazy how the run game is so different between quarterbacks like that. Like, yo, Lamar can run. Jalen can run. Justin can run. Like those guys, they gonna get this first down one way or another. They gonna get us that down.
They're one of the those guys right there, Justin, Jalen, Lamar. They can spread the defense out with their legs. They can make plays happen. That shouldn't happen. Even Patrick Mahomes can do that. But Patrick Mahomes has the ability of side arming and making throws that you wouldn't even expect him to make.
That's the thing. That's the only thing that's scary about Patrick. I don't like how he does it because I hate that run he does where he'll scramble to the right, scramble to the left, run to do a whole circle, look around, and just fling it. Like, how did you extend it? Like, nobody's catching like dog. Like, nobody gets him. Like
he just has that elusiveness. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Kyler Murray can get you his legs too. He another one.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Kyler can get you with the legs as well. But here's the situation. That's my thing. Like, if I'm Lamar, I know what I can do on the field. Now, I've had conversations with people, and I've heard this argument. And you can chime in on this if you want. I've heard
right?
people say for the amount of money that Lamar is asking, he is not that good of a quarterback to be asking for that type of money.
I guess you can
I heard that
argue it.
argument. I've heard that argument multiple times, and I'm just like, I don't know how to, because I'm not a Ravens fan. I haven't seen him play. Like I only see him play when like he plays
Okay,
either my squad
I'll ask you
or
like this. I'll give you this. I'll put it to this way. Joe
okay,
Burrow, say this was like his last year of his contract before he get restructured, whatever. And he
right?
goes to the Super Bowl. He don't win it. Like, you know what? You got us this far. We can trust you. How much more money? How much you want? Cause I remember with Jalen Hurts, they were like, yo, when we were like 5-0, people were like, yo, how are we gonna open up that? How are we gonna open up the check, brother? How much you want? Well, yeah, this is our guy. People are like, nah, Jalen ain't the guy. They're 11. They won.
You know,
No, he ain't the
you
guy.
know,
He keeps winning. By the time, like, you know what? You got us. If you could get us this far, how much money you want? Just tell me how
yeah,
much money.
you
And
know, it's
I feel
funny.
like
You, oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
if Lamar was doing stuff like that, I think he would have room on the table to say, you know what? I got to an AFC Championship game. I got to
That's
the
one
AFC
thing
Championship game
he
2
hasn't,
times.
but that's the one. That's the one thing he hasn't been able to do is like his playoff record is 1-3.
But who fault is that though? Is it the front office for not giving the stuff he needs? Because you don't really, I mean, you don't really be hearing like all you hear like because when I feel like when J.K. Dobbins went down, he was injured like twice. He was missed. I think
Yeah.
he was out twice. So I'm like, bro,
Lamar hasn't been fully healthy for a few years, hasn't been fully healthy as well. But okay, I had a conversation with some Panthers fans yesterday because the whole them getting the number one overall pick in the draft. And one of the Panthers fans asked me this question. They're like, "You're a Bengals fan, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "All right, let me ask you this question: how much money guaranteed do you think Joe Burrow's going to get?" And my answer was, I don't see him breaking the bank like everybody expects because he's already stated he wants to try and keep all the weapons around him as like for as long as possible. So he could, this is a speculation, is me thinking he could take a hometown deal, maybe get at most 185, close to 2, but not the 230 mark. Like I don't see him getting, pulling off a Deshaun Watson, maybe pulling off like what Patrick Mahomes has in that type of deal. My thing though is like this: with Lamar in his situation, I want to see him get paid. The question is how much, and I'm like, for there to be a
okay.
holdout on, huh?
Do you think they're not paying him because they know he's not healthy? Like, yo, we want to give our money to a guy we know that can stay healthy because like
I
we
don't
don't
know the
want
answer to that question. I don't know why they're hesitant on this deal, why they're not able to get a long-term deal. If Lamar was truly the guy, if Lamar was the guy for the Ravens, like they want to make us believe, they would have had a deal in the works. They would have had something going. They would have had some sort of discussion happening already to where we know for a fact Lamar is staying in Baltimore, but it's dragged out this long. They franchise tag him with a non-exclusive tag, which means teams could trade for him if they want to, which tells me one or two things.
what to
Either
tell you.
they're not as confident in Lamar as we all want to believe, or as they want us to make us believe, as they want us to believe, or B, there's a team out there that's interested, that is looking at Lamar, but they're just throwing a smoke screen just in case because they don't want nobody else to look at him.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Ravens. They got the 22nd pick in the draft, and I don't think they're gonna waste a pick on another quarterback. I mean, all the good ones gonna be gone in the first round, in the first couple picks. Everybody, all the good ones, like
I don't know. Like I don't know where this leads. All I do know is that I hope
I know
Lamar
what it does lead.
gets his money. The thing is though, like, huh?
I can tell you where this does lead, so we can switch gears.
Hmm.
I know it's gonna lead to Aaron Rodgers going to the.
You know, I read something along the lines of like, there's a deal essentially done. Is just along the lines of like, if Aaron Rodgers wants to be traded that way.
Look, if
He's hamstringing two teams,
what's
and from what
what
I've heard,
what's
from what
the
I've heard,
second
the
team?
compensation, huh?
What's the second team?
The Packers and the Jets. He's
Oh, he
basically
said,
okay. He's basically on him if he wants to be traded to the Jets. The thing is like the compensation for Aaron Rodgers, from what I've been reading and from what I've been seeing, it's not even high. It's not even like a first round pick. It's like a second round pick for him. The Packers want this over with, but like they're like, okay, Aaron, like we have something ready to roll. It's just, do you want to go? Maybe, sort of. Please leave now. Thank you.
exactly.
Like, if I'm a Packers fan, I'm looking at it like, can we just end this already? Please, can we just end this right now? Can we just move on? Because it's getting to the point where like it's gonna get to the point where like you're dragging this way too long, and somebody's gonna move on.
Side note, I just read ESPN just posted DJ Moore 5,000 career receiving yards would be the most for the Bears history. There,
What?
DJ Moore. Yes, it says DJ Moore. 5,000 career receiving yards would be the most in Bears history. He's only 25.
5,000.
Stuff that
Wait,
DJ Moore can do.
wait. 5,000 career receiving yards, and that's the most in Bears history.
That would be the most in Bears history.
DJ Moore's 5,201 career receiving yards would be the most in Bears history. He's only 25.
I'm not saying
But
he's going to.
But all those career receiving yards are from Carolina.
But yeah, I guess they're trying to say if he can do that in Carolina, he can do that in
so
Chicago.
You're telling me so Chicago's going to take over those 5,000 yards that he had in Carolina?
Hey man, we seen what Justin Fields could do.
You know what though? I said this. I was like, I saw somebody say Garrett Wilson is going to get 1,400 yards in New York if Aaron Rodgers goes that way. I think DJ Moore could get a solid 1,300, 1,400 in Chicago.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if you get him, you have Claypool, you get JSN, you got Cole Kmet as your receiving four, like your starting four receivers and whatnot, bro. Like DJ Moore finna eat out there in Chicago. And then you got Olave, Michael Thomas, you got Kamara. Well, we don't even know what's going on with Kamara and his legal situation, but like Olave and Michael Thomas with Derek Carr, they're gonna eat out there in New Orleans. Like this is gonna be a very fun year in the NFL. I could say that much, but we won't know all of it until free agency opens, and that happens next week. But with all that being said, bro, like, we are about to hit the 1 hour mark. We about to hit the 100. Mr. Jones 88, Mr. Good Vibes Cafe Showtime Extraordinaire. Send us home.
Man, send us home. I gotta tell you this. More good vibes coming up, more stuff, looking for something for the fall. Just gotta get an email. Get an email back. Yeah, man, more stuff. Like I said, fall. I'm looking for do something for the fall. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it, man. We out here making big moves, you know. Had a surprise email for a feature for the certain artist. I mean,
Oh, wait, 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 wait,
no,
wait, wait,
no,
wait,
talk
wait, wait.
about now, talk 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 about
Uh,
no. We run, nope, nope, nope. But yeah, it's kind of a sweet deal, you know. It's kind of a sweet deal, kind of a
kind of
sweet
a
deal.
too sweet deal.
You know what I mean? Kind of a too sweet
A
deal. You know
little
what I
too sweet.
mean? You know, some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But that's about it, man. I'm your boy Junes88, AK. New nickname alert. Junie
New
Marino.
nickname alert!
Junie Marino. You know what I mean?
Junie Marino.
Izzy Landry in the cut. You know, Izzy Landry in the cut.
Izzy Landry in the cut. Hey, by the way, if I'm Izzy Landry, I'm gonna need that. You know, I might need that back.
I mean, I don't know about that. That's on the. Yes, I don't know that job coming down, B. But just like always, thank you for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe, and we will see y'all next time.